This is the seventh in a series of short videos on how to complete the geometric construction assignment for ADD 105. What we're going to do now is to draw an arc that goes through any three random points. To begin with, and I've changed the format for points now. So if you go to the Format pull-down, Point Style, I've used a point style with that little X. I'm just going to randomly place 3 points. Put one here, and one here. What I want to do is to draw a circle or an arc that starts here, goes through that one, and goes to there. Now, AutoCAD has several options that will allow you to do that. The arc command itself can be drawn through 3 points. But what we're going to do is use construction techniques once again, and here's what that would look like. We're going to take advantage of the fact that geometrically, if you have a circle, the chord of that circle has a particular property, which is that a line drawn at the midpoint of that chord that goes through the center of the circle is perpendicular to the chord. If you draw a line from the center that's perpendicular to the midpoint of a chord, it's going to be perpendicular. It's going to be at the midpoint. So what we'll do is this. I'm going to draw a line, and the first line is going to go from that point right there. Now I have an object snap called node that allows me to snap to a point. So I'm drawing lines that go from point to point, like so. Those now become the chords of two circles. Now what I'm going to do is to draw a line that goes through the midpoint of each of those chords and is perpendicular to them. I have set as one of my running object snaps both perpendicular and midpoint. So now if I draw a line, I acquire the midpoint and come off like so, I can now draw a line that is perpendicular to the midpoint of that one. Do the same thing over here. Okay, perpendicular. I'm just going to go down to here. Goes like that. What does that give me? That gives me a circle whose center is right there that goes right through all 3 points. Has to, because those two lines create a chord, and if the perpendicular bisector of the chord has the center on it, draw 2 of them where they cross has to be the center of the circle. Now I can take that, place it on the object layer, use those 2 lines right there as my trim lines, clean that back, and now what I have is a circle drawn through 3 points.